In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make okra stew. It is simple and it tastes super delicious. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Queen Esther. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you are here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so I can welcome you to the royal family. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. So let's get started. So here is what I'll be using to make this meal. Every single ingredient is going to be in the description, so make sure you check it out. All right, so let's get started. You will go ahead and need okra. I'm using frozen okra, 3 red onions. I'm also going to use 4 habanero peppers and 2 shallots and ginger root as well as bay leaf. Okay, I'm using 3 tomatoes and I'll be using 1 cup of mushroom and tripe, blue crabs as well as smoked pig feet and smoked goat meat. I'll also be using beef meat and shrimp as well as chicken liver. Season, I will use onion powder, paprika, pink salt, chicken bouillon, and shrimp powder. I will also be using stockfish and baking soda. I will go ahead and soak the stockfish so it is soft right before we get started. So what I simply do next, I put everything in a separate bowl so I can cook this on the side while I prep my stew for the okra. So I put my crab in there, my meat, my tripe, and everything is in this bowl except the shrimp and the mushroom and also the stockfish. I'll put that later. All right, so we are going to simply blend the onion to put on there. So I will begin by blending 2 red onions and ginger root as well as minced garlic. Okay, I'm putting 1 teaspoon in there and I will blend that. Then I will go ahead and add that to my meat just in a moment. So it is well blended. This is how it looks like, very well blended, and I'll put that in my bowl. I will go ahead and add some pink salt to my meat. I put everything on the fire right before I added my blended mix, which is my ginger, my onion, and my minced garlic. All right, but first I'm just going ahead and add some salt to make sure it is seasoned before I proceed. So take a look. After added the ginger and everything to the pot, I will go ahead and rinse the blender and add some water to the pot as well so it can cook very well. I will then go ahead and stir it up very well and I will cover it and let it cook for that good 20 to 25 minutes. While the meat is on the fire, I will go ahead and start working on my next batch, so which is my tomatoes. I also went ahead and added extra onions, so I'll be blending 2 onions here, 2 pepper, and then some garlic as well. And I'm blending those and I put those on the side, and that's what I'll be using later on. So that's what I'm doing right now, just blending it, putting everything one at a time, and then I will begin blending it. Make sure you add a little bit of water as well before you begin blending. That way your stew will cook very fast. The more water you add, the longer it actually takes to get cooked. So I don't use that much water at all. So once that is ready, I will set it aside and I'll begin working on my garden egg. I will simply go ahead and cut the little tip right there and also split it in half just like so. And I will proceed to remove the seed inside. I don't like the seed in my stew, so you can leave it if you want to, but I'm simply removing the seed and I will then go ahead and proceed and cut it in small cubes. After the meat has been boiling for a good 20 minutes, all right, I will then add my stockfish. It's now very soft. I will also add my mushrooms, just washing it up. Okay, I will also add my shrimp. I will go ahead and also add some chicken bouillon. You can use any seasoning of your choice, just so I can season my mushroom and everything. Then I'll go ahead and stir it up very, very well to ensure the seasoning is thoroughly mixed. Then I will proceed and cover it up and let it cook for an extra 20 minutes. Now when it comes to how long your meat should be cooked, you just go ahead and constantly check on it, touch it to see if it's soft enough for you. If it is soft, you can stop cooking it, but I love mine to be soft, especially for my kids, so I'll cook it an extra 20 minutes so it can be well cooked. We are going to prep our okra. So I have here my cut okra. I'm simply going to put in a separate bowl, just like this. I'm going to use all of it. You can use as much as you want based on your family size. Add some water to it. Just like that. I'll also add some little bit of salt in there. Allow my okra to be seasoned. Alright. And we'll also add just a little bit of baking soda on it. About this much. Alright. Put it on there. Adding a little bit more water to it. So while the okra is being cooked on there, I will go ahead and start prepping my okra stew. So what I'm doing right now, I'm simply chopping my shallot. All right, I'm chopping it and I'm prepping everything. I will still on the side. Once that is cut, I will then move to my zooming, just like so. You can use any red oil of your choice. I'm simply using Zomi, which is the brand. I will pour that in my pot and then I will let it be for a good 1 to 2 minutes until it is hot. This is how much I have there. It's not that much. By the time I'm done cooking, it will not look that much at all. So when it is ready, I will go ahead and introduce my shallot in there for an additional 1 minute and before I proceed to the next step. After 1 minute, I will go ahead and introduce my eggplant to the red oil. I will stir it up, add some salt. All right, stir it up and I let it cook for 10 minutes before proceeding. So while that is cooking, we will simply go ahead and check on our okra. It is cooking pretty well. This is 10 to 15 minutes in. I will still cook it some more, and then here is what we do next. We go ahead and add the blended tomato, mixed onion and ginger that we blended earlier. Go ahead and add that to your pot. Then you go ahead and add your onion powder, your paprika, and you simply stir it, and also add your bay leaf. So next, I will simply return to my okra and now introduce my baby spinach to the okra. Now this is optional. I simply love spinach in my okra. I will add 1 bag of the entire thing in there. It is already washed and everything, so it's ready to eat. So I will add that to my pot and I will stir it up very, very well and I let it cook an additional 5 minutes, and then our okra should be ready. So now we will go back to our other meal. So what I end up doing, I simply remove the trap and I put in another bowl so it can cook by itself. I put some of the seasoning of the meat in there, the water, and I'm adding some chicken bouillon and I let that cook aside because it was a little harder while everything was cooked. I will then return back to my pot, stirring up all my stew that I put in there, and I will then go ahead and introduce my shrimp powder and my white pepper. Stir it up and let it cook for an additional 5 to 10 minutes. So here is how our okra is currently looking. Super delicious and slimy, just the way I like it. And I'll go ahead and simply turn it off. Now here is how our okra stew is looking. I tasted it and didn't have enough salt, so I added some extra chicken bouillon. This is up to you. Always add seasoning based on your taste, okay? I will then go ahead and add my cooked meat and my crab in the bowl. All right, and I will stir it up very, very well. So all the seasoning goes in the meat and everything starts sizzling, looking delicious, guys. If you are watched all the way to this moment, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the royal family. I look forward to personally welcoming you to the royal family. So at this moment, I simply added my okra, and I'm adding a little bit of pepper for me because I love spicy food, okay? And right now, our food is literally ready. So I'm just going to let this sit for a good 2 minutes, stir it up, and we are ready to serve this delicious meal. Now, when it comes to okra, you can eat with anything. You can eat it with fufu, with pounded yam, with some benku, with some semolina. It is up to you. And even rice, my kids love it to eat it with rice, especially Ivorians. We eat okra with rice, so my kids love that. So that's what they're going to eat it with, but the choice is yours. It looks super delicious. Make sure you make this meal for your family. If you are one of these people that like to try different meal like myself, make this and you will not regret this, I promise you. So I just tasted it for salt, and I'm just letting it cook for 2 minutes, and our okra is practically ready, just like this. Alright, so what I'm going to do though, I will go ahead and add now my tripe in there because it has been cooking on the side by itself. I wanted it to be soft and tender, so I end up doing that, and I added to it. And guys, look at it, look at this delicious meal. Okra is one of my kids' favorite meal, so I love to cook a lot so they can eat it. So this is how it looks like, and this is the end result after we served it. I hope you enjoyed this video the way I enjoyed making it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. Let me know, are you guys enjoying this video? Should I continue making them? Let me hear if you love making okra, or what is your favorite recipe. Until next time, au revoir, salut.